7.2, similar triangles. In your notes, I didn't put these pictures in, so you might want to just pause the video real quick and just kind of sketch these pictures into your notes really quick because we're going to refer to them with these theorems. Go ahead and do that now. All right, assuming that you did that, let's go ahead and move on to some of these theorems. Basically, there are 3 ways for us to tell whether triangles are similar. We got the angle, side, and the side, angle, side. These, the first one's called a postulate, the other 2 are theorems, but these 3 ways are what we're going to use to determine whether or not 2 triangles are similar. So let's go over what these 3 or 2 theorems and a postulate say. The first one is simply that if 2 angles of one triangle are congruent to 2 angles of another triangle, then the triangles are similar. Let's talk about why real quick. Let's say over here, I know for certain that, say this triangle and this triangle are both, I'm going to say 30. And then let's say I know that this is 90. A little square means 90. Well, if I just know those 2 angles, I actually know this missing angle because all the angles in a triangle add up to 180. So I can easily say, okay, 180. I don't know why I did green there. 180 minus 30 and 90. Well, 30 and 90 is 120. So 180 minus 120 is 60. So I would actually know that these 2 angles are 60, even if they didn't give me that information. And I would therefore know that they're congruent. So if you just have 2 angles congruent, it assumes that the third angle is congruent as well. So just having 2 angles of 2 triangles congruent is enough to determine that the 2 triangles are similar. And so we could say the triangle DEF is similar to triangle RST. And I want to point something else out. Notice the order in which I write DEF and RST. Notice I started off by going DEF. I went around that way. So when I name the second triangle, I have to go the exact same order, RST. If I was to say, for example, if I was to say RTS, if I was to say DEF is similar to RTS, that'd be wrong. That's totally wrong because that would mean that if I put the T here instead of the S, then that would mean that the T is the same angle as E, and we can tell that is not the case, right? So we have to make sure we list it correctly. Okay, I'm going to reuse these triangles a bit, so you might want to just erase some of what you have there. And now let's go to the next one, side similarity theorem. So this says if the measures of the 3 sides of 2 triangles are proportional, I'm going to use the typing thing here, proportional, then the triangles are similar. So that just means that if all 3 sides are proportional, then you know that that's enough to determine the triangles are similar. Let me show you what that means here. I'm going to just throw out some numbers here that might work. Let's go with 3, 4, 5, and let's go with 6, 8, and 10. Well, you can see that 3 and 6, 6 is just 2 times 3, 8 is just 2 times 4, and 10 is just 2 times 5. So all I did is double all the sides on this one, and we got a similar triangle. So all the sides are proportional. Well, if you know that all the sides are proportional, then that is enough to say that the triangles are similar. And so you could say, again, triangle DEF is similar to triangle RST. And I did the exact same order as I did here, but I could have actually changed the order just so we can understand this. What if I said triangle, let's do triangle EFD, and let's say that's similar to, well, I could see that E lines up with S, so I would say triangle S, and then F and T go together, and then D and R go together. So see how I just got to make sure that this order is consistent. That's all that really matters. I'll try and do it a different way on the next theorem. Okay, again, I'm going to reuse these triangles here. So you might want to erase that information. And let's go to the next one. This next one says, if the measures of 2 sides of a triangle are proportional, probably should have used the type feature again, to the measure of 2 corresponding sides of another triangle, and the included angles just mean the angles in between, are congruent, then the triangles are similar. So let me explain what this looks like on the picture. Let's say that this is like 5, this is 10, let's say this is like 8, and this is 16. So we have these two sides that are proportional, right? 8 times 2 is 16, 5 times 2 is 10. So we can see that these two sides are proportional. Well, if we also know that the angle in between those two sides is congruent on both triangles, then that's enough for us to use side angle side similarity. And so we could say that, once again, we could say triangle, and I'll do a whole different order here. Let's try triangle FDE is similar to triangle. If I go up here, F is in the top right, DE, so I'm going to do TRS, triangle TRS. So hopefully you see it doesn't really matter what order you put it in, just as long as you're consistent on both sides of the similarity statement. All right, let's go to the first example here, and let's actually put this into use. All right, the first thing that they tell us is that FG is congruent to EG, and they've marked that here. And so as you look at this little tiny triangle here, they've marked that these two sides are congruent. Before I do anything else, I want to talk about what that tells us. Well, if we look at just this little triangle inside here, that means that this little triangle is an isosceles triangle. And hopefully you've learned back that in isosceles triangles, not only are the sides the same, but the angles across from those sides are the same. And so I'm actually going to just mark that these two angles are the same. It's important. We're going to need that piece of information. Okay. Now, this problem is going to get complicated really quick because these two triangles are overlapping. Right? See this overlapping? It's going to be a mess. So I want to show you how messy it gets here. Let's just kind of go through and mark everything here. They say BE is 15, here's BE. They say CF is 20, here's CF. They say AE is 9, here's AE. They say DF is 12, here's DF. You can see how we have all this overlapping stuff, and it's going to get confusing really quick. One of the things that you want to do to make your life easier is to redraw these two triangles with the same orientation. So I'm going to separate it out. First, I'm going to draw a triangle ABE. And just a sketch, doesn't have to be perfect. ABE. And remember, I said that E is congruent to F, so I'm going to go ahead and mark that in there. Now, I'm going to redraw this triangle here. But I want it to be in the same orientation. So I want this angle that matches E, I want it to be in the bottom right. And right now you can see it's in the bottom left of this triangle. So I'm gonna reflect this triangle. I'm gonna spin it around and redraw it so that it looks like this. Oops, it's too black. So the C is still on top, but now the F is over here and the D is over here. And remember that E and F are the same. So now you can see I have these two triangles drawn and the orientation matches. Well, now it's going to be a lot easier to match up all the parts. So remember, here is BE, and now CF is over here. Remember that here's AE, and now DF is still on the bottom. And so if we go back in and we just put in all the information, right? So BE is 15, CF is 20, AE is 9, and DF is 12. Now it's really easy to see that these two sides match up, these two angles match up, and these two sides match up. And we already know that these two angles are congruent. We learned that from the statement here when we talked about isosceles triangles. So I'm thinking that we're going to use some type of side angle side, right? Similarity theorem. In order for that to be true, we need to prove that these sides are proportional. So I think that I'm going to write this as is 15 over 20. Is that the same thing as 9 over 12? And just notice how I line this up, right? I knew these were corresponding parts, so I put them on top of each other. And I knew these were corresponding parts, so I put them on top of each other. These two numbers were from the same triangle, so I put them both on top. These two numbers were from the same triangle, so I put them both on bottom. All right, well, let's just see. Are these things equal? Yeah, well, 15, I could take a 5 out of 15 and 20, and that would make 3/4. And I could take a 3 out of 9/12, that would make that 3/4. These things are equal. Yes, they are proportional. And so we could say, yes, triangle ABE is similar to triangle DCF. Again, look at the order, right? I did ABE, so I went this way, so I had to do the same order, DCF. And we did it by side, angle, side, so I'm going to say by side, angle, side. Boom, there we go. We've demonstrated that those two triangles are similar. All right, let's go to the next page. All right, so this one says, determine which two triangles below are similar. Figures are not drawn to scale. Before we figure out what two triangles are similar, let's talk about the three ways that we have to demonstrate that they're similar. We said that there's AA, side, 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 and side, angle, side. And just by looking at the information given, we could see they give us angle measures. They don't give us any side measures. So I can tell, since they don't give me any side measures, I'm going to be using angle, angle. Which means I just need to show that two angles from at least two of the triangles are the same, and then that's enough to demonstrate that those two triangles are similar. But currently, I don't have two angles that match. I got a 50 and a 47, I got an 89 and a 47, and I got an 83 and a 50. So we have a 50 and a 50, and we have a 47 and a 47, but we don't have two from each triangle. But we do know that all triangles add up to 180 degrees. So a real nice, easy thing that we can do here is we can figure out the missing piece. Since all the angles add up to 180, I can easily just say 180 minus 50 plus 47. Well, 50 plus 47 is 97, and 180 minus 97 is 83. And so now I have this third angle. I want you to use the same idea and find the missing angles for these two really quick. Go ahead and do that on your own. You're going to have to pause the video and then check back when you're ready to check your work. Okay, hopefully you did that, and if you did the math here, you would have seen that this missing angle had to be 47, and this one had to be 44. All right, well now we can easily tell which angles match up, right? So now in this one we can see, okay, this one has all three, this one has all three the same, and this one only has one that matches, right? So it's clear that these two are the same, and so we could say that triangle A is similar to triangle C by, we only needed two angles, we have three, but we only needed two, so we just say by A. And there we go. All right, as we look at practice 2, you're going to try this one on your own, but before you figure it out, I want you to just look at the information given. Once again, right, we said that we have AA, side, 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 angle, side. Well, if you look at the information given, you can tell that we only have sides, right? So if we only have sides, I don't think we're going to be using angle, angle, and I don't think we're going to be using side, angle, side, because that uses an angle. We're going to be using side, side, side. So what we need to do here is we need to demonstrate that all three sides are proportional. And if we can do that for two triangles, then we know that those triangles are similar. So I want you to go ahead and give that a shot, see if you can figure out which two triangles have to be similar. I will say this, there's supposed to be an E down here, got cut off. All right, go ahead and give that a shot, and then pause the video, and then check back when you're ready to check your work. Okay, so I set up a bunch of proportions here. I first compared ACB and DFE because I saw that the 5 and the 2.5, like I know that 5 is exactly double 2.5, so I thought maybe I could compare all these numbers. And sure enough, if I did 5 over 2.5, because that's the small side, 8 over 4, because that's kind of like the middle side, and 11 over, sorry, that should say 5.5. If I do those ratios, they all are equal. They all equal 2. So I do think these two are similar. In fact, I know that they're similar by SSS. However, when I compare this triangle with ABC, I could do the same thing. You know, I did the small, middle, large side over the small, middle, large side. I get totally different values. These are not equal. These are not proportional. So these two triangles are not similar. And if these two are similar and these two are not, then we know that these two are not as well. And so our only two triangles that are similar are these ones. So let's write out our answer. We should have said something like triangle ABC is similar to triangle. And the first angle was A. The first angle there would be D, E, F. And we did this by side, 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 right? we saw that all three sides were proportional, and that's what let us make that statement. We know that they are proportional by SSS, but this one is not proportional to the other two, or similar to the other two. All right, so for the last thing I want you guys to do in your summary is to write a reflection on why two triangles with all the same angle measures are similar, but not necessarily congruent. Remember that congruent means that they have the exact same size and shape. Okay, similarity is just shape, but congruent is size and shape. So go ahead and do that now, and then I'll see you guys on the next video.